starting this video, I think I'll most likely put both sides of the guild boss into one video. It is to reduce the workload I have to do, so I don't have to edit the video twice, render the video twice, upload the video twice, make the thumbnail twice, and so on. It's to reduce my workload, and also I guess make it easier for you guys also, because you guys just need to click on one video and you have access to both the bosses for the week. So yeah, this week, the first one, we have Dominion. So when you are in extra action, you increase crit rate and crit damage by 20%, then you increase damage taken by 6% up to 30% for each debuff the opponent has. Then increase curse damage. The gimmick nothing much, just some soul link, that's all. Then when you kill angels, you get SP. This is the team we're gonna run. Riddle is back again. Only use this rotation if you have A2 Riddle. If you don't, use Rin instead. I'll include the Rin rotation at the end of the video. Okay, not the end of this section, because we have 2 rotations this video. But yeah, anyways. Joker obviously is gonna be our DPS. Let's just quickly go through this, the cards and sets. So he's running Departure and Hindrance for the curse damage. Then he has his 5-star weapon. I recently got into 17% pierce rate, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, our support, we have 2 supports here. We have Riddle. So I think I've talked about him quite a bit on the channel already. Riddle is decent. A2, and at A2 she definitely is better than Rin. The crit damage 24% is nice, attack buff is also nice. In general, she just buffs better at A2. For the set, give her trust and power. This is to make her reach the cap of 5100 or something in battle. Then she has 4-star weapon, slash crit. Our other buffer of course is Leon, so I'm not using Twin here. I'm using Twin on the other side. The reason is because I recently finally tested, like having more time to test, the Twins are slightly better than Leon, which is why we're using the Twins with the cord for the other side. So Leon gonna do Leon thing, buffing crit damage and attack, running Trust Prosperity, 5-star weapon, the screen. Navigator, we're gonna run Win because of her debuffs and her skill 3 also very strong. She's running Resolve Label, but Integrity Label is better, but I don't have any good cards to replace my Resolve because my Resolve has 4.2 speed. I don't have any other card that has speed. If you don't know, Resolve Label is only single target, so it's not really effective in this fight because it's AoE boss. That's a 5-star weapon, set screen. Wonder Dagger. It's up to you. Starry Compass if you're R5 I guess, or Exorcina works also. I'm not exactly sure which one is better here, but probably about the same level, but I think Starry Compass might be better. For Persona, for first one we have Succubus. She only needs Rebellion here. Vishnu, Magarudai for the defense debuff. Then we have Amino Uzume for War Thunder or Mazionga or Maziodai for the crit rate buff. So you might be a bit surprised not to see Alice here. The reason is simple, Alice is just not that good honestly. If you want a DPS to do big damage, you usually want to focus on 3 things. Crit rate, crit damage, defense debuff, which is pretty much what all these do except for crit damage, because crit damage is covered by these 2. But you also need to be careful not to overcap on your crit, because I actually just slightly overcapped by a few %, which is still okay. So I need to do a bit of quick calculation with the shock, the passives, everything. And Joker's own crit also, you can do the calculations in nufa.net. Defense calculation you also need to do if you really want to optimize your score. If you don't care, just follow. So turn order. Joker last, and okay, it has to be like this, 1, 2, 3, 4. Mainly because of Riddle skill 1, you wanna like sync, you know, like when you use skill 1, you need to attack to give her the stack. So you want her to be second, then you can line up the attacking moves for her to get the stack. Okay, I don't know how to explain this, but just put her at second. The battle will be commentary only because it's a bit of RNG. You need to survive, and you also need to get 5 stacks. But I guarantee you, A2 Riddle is better than Rin if you wanna chase for a higher score. Okay, so in the first turn you basically guard with everybody except for Joker. Delay 1 extra turn because my Joker isn't strong enough to kill, unfortunately. So there's going to be RNG involved to try and tank, and there's also RNG involved with Riddle's child charge stack. Okay, as long as don't hit two characters in a row, so that's okay. Then we do a Win skill 3, heal the lowest one. Win is quite nice here for the extra bit of sustain. It's like 15, 17% or 12% healing. We are Rebellion with Succubus. Then we do can guard. Leon skill 2. Joker skill 1. And this should trigger extraction. And then you use a Win skill 3, heal again, the one that's lowest HP. You need to control the damage a bit here. into a Joker's Q3. Don't wanna accidentally kill it that fast yet. We only break it next turn. And just pray that they attack. Okay, barely tank. Then we can do a Succubus highlight. Sadly, it only lasts for 2 turns. This 1 turn is going to be wasted for this turn because this turn is a break turn. And just Magarula or Magarudai with Vishnu. Skill 1 with Widow. And skill 3. The nice thing about Joker is his extra action. Extra action allows him to hit more, which will give increase the chance of Widow getting stacks. That dodge is pretty good. But yeah, now we do a skill 1 win to default defense. And we do a skill 1, then a skill 3. Just make sure you Q during the extraction. If you Q it now, Joker is gonna be the first to move in the weakened turn, which is terrible. You want to Q during the extraction. And the skill 2 activating here is a very good time. Then we do a Mars Zero Line or Mog Thunder. It is for as many shock as possible. Only 2 sadly. It's fine. Make sure that Widow has 5 stacks here. If not, you have to reset. Then use a skill 3, which will give you 24% crit damage and attack. Then you do a skill 3 win. You heal the one that's not Joker. You don't want to heal Joker above 60%. So just heal someone else to be safe. Then do a Leon highlight. So heal to 60%. But we will reduce it again with the Leon skill 2. Then Joker, you do a double skill 3 here. You do some good damage. Now another one. Then the last turn, you do a Rebellion for Succubus of the crit. Let's see if we also pop crit. Then you do a skill 3. Again, don't target Joker, we don't want to heal him. And skill 1. The skill 1 is kind of useless here, but you don't really have any skills to do anymore. And ideally, you don't want to hit the one that's inside, because you want to save the inside hit on Joker. So Joker can do a bit more damage. And skill 3 Leon. Then last turn, do last action or last 2 action with skill 3 with Joker. Make sure you skill 3 first before you use a Joker highlight. But the Joker highlight is during the extraction, which is the buffs, right? He gets buffed there. Into a Joker highlight. Then you finish off with a final skill 3. Then the final score, almost 54 million score with 4 wind swap and 2 shocks. Show you the rotation for Win and Leon. This one only need 4 turns because Joker can kill fast enough, so you don't have to deal with the tanking the hits RNG. The highest one I got is 48 million. Then Leon and Riddle is this one. This one almost 54 million. Quite a big difference actually, but keep in mind more RNG. The other side of the guild boss is Nidhoggr. So the special effect, you have every time an ally receives healing, you increase final damage by 8% up to 4 times. So 32% final damage increase, plus damage increase by 20%, super damage increase by 20%. For the gimmick itself, very simple. The boss will inflict DOT on you and you will take damage. But in return, you get some attack buff, stacking up to 3 times. So this is the team. So we're putting the twins and Court on the same team because the twins are decent. Okay, I wouldn't say decent, they are good. At least for global standards, they are good. But of course, A1 is gonna make this even better. I won't talk about too much details on them. I'll save that in the final review video next week. Yeah, somewhere closer is our DPS, of course. She's running Resolve and Virtual for some damage. She has 4-star weapon, set screen. Then the twins, they are running the new set, of course, Nativity and Power for the desire level increase. And of course, I'm also running the strategist, which is definitely 100% their best role, which is this one, Fire Ice and Sign Nuke, because both of these skills buff your team, and the skill 3 can also buff your team. And also there's also this thing, skill amplification. I don't see many people talk about this. This is actually really strong. It's only like 14.6%, but it's good that they keep this low because it's actually pretty strong. This skill amplification thing basically increases the number of the skill, and it's not just damage numbers, every single number. And that includes your Rakunda Rebellion, Revolution, your Leon skill 3 or something. All of that gets the buff. I will show you in battle. They have 5-star weapon for crit damage and some desire level increase. Just make sure that you have 190% crit multiplier, 30% damage multiplier, and 4500 attack in battle. Your Navigator can easily give 700, so it should be fine. Then of course your Court is gonna run Trust and Prosperity, 5-star weapon. You do need this to have an easier time with the rotation because you need to. Well, the rotation is 5 turns, and the boss doesn't hit that hard, but the DOT hits you hard. Stat screen. Then Navigator Futaba is running the Integrity Label, 5-star weapon, stat screen. So again, reminder, Fire Ice, Side Nuke. For some reason, every time you refresh, reset, and then you bring the twins back, it's gonna be Electric and Wind, Fire Ice. I always have to change it manually to go into the battle, and I oftentimes forget, so I have to quit and then change it again. Yeah, Dagger, we definitely need Glimmer, especially A0 closer. You must have Glimmer for the healing because Glimmer gives you a blessing stack and heal the closer. As for Persona, you have Marakunda from Cert, then we have Snorn with Mangarona and Dia. You need Dia here, this is to heal closer. No, not required if you have A1, but yeah, I can just put it here just in case. It's very cheap. Then we have Dionysus with Rebellion, Revolution. For turn order, twins must be first, then second, third. Twin must be first because, like I said, the skill amplification thing from skill 3. So when you use the skill 3, which we will use it on the first turn of break, it will last the entire 2 turns break. And then all your characters will get the skill amplification. So the buffs will be stronger, they will do more damage, everything. Except for Futaba. I think Futaba doesn't get the buff because she's not actually in battle. But yeah. For first turn, you guard with the twins. Then we go to Norn. Use Dia on someone closer, just to give her the healing. If you're A1, you don't really need to worry about healing and stuff. Yeah, anyways, we got record. Then we do a shoot highlight. Skill 3. Then we do Futaba skill 2. Target the boss with debuff. And get Data Storm. Then we do use a Side Nuke. You attack, doesn't really matter who attack here. I just attack the small one because it's not resisted. Then we do a Marakunda from Sword. Then we use a skill 3 on Wonder. Actually, it doesn't really matter who you use here. You can use a Wonder, use the twins. You're going to use a Sword highlighter anyways. The point of this is just to heal. Just to reduce RNG, but we should be more than safe here. We do a skill 2. Let's hit the middle boss. Skill 2 will also heal her, which will give her another healing stack. Oh, that's right, the way they dodge is they split. It's kinda cool. And we do Futaba skill 1. Debuff. Then Fire Ice. Doesn't matter who, just do some damage. Then you do a Sword Highlight debuff. You use a Sword Highlight here because it lasts until the end of the fight. Because we're gonna break this turn. Then we do a Mankaru La from Norn. Pray for Windswept. Only 3. It's fine. Then it's Q1. Target the boss to shock it. Then we got it. Nice. Then it's Q1 to break. It should kill. Okay, yeah. Good. So now we do a skill 2 from Futaba. Make sure you target someone that's not the boss and someone that is Windswept. And make sure you have Data Storm set up here. So you can skill 3 on the last turn, which is next turn. Then we do a twin with skill 3. Then use a skill 3 because you used skill 1 and skill 2 just now, right? We can do a skill 3 here. Just target the boss. The skill 3 is very strong actually. Strong, not the damage strong, but the buff is strong. So this is interesting about the skill 3 that not many people know. Is the skill amplification. This skill amplification thing actually increases the values of all the skills. Not just the damage, but your other buffing skills also. So stuff like Rebellion, Rakunda, Code Skill 2, everything gets a buff from this. That's why you want the twins to be first to move, so that they can apply the buff. If you don't believe me, I can just show it to you immediately. Now Rebellion here is 6.7 plus 99.8, that's supposed to be 16.5. Right now I'll use it on Summer Closer. It should be 16.5, right? But if you look at Summer Closer, it's 18.9. That's even higher. That's like 2.4% higher. It's because of the skill 3. And the reason why you use a Core skill 2 here and not the last turn is for the same reason. Because the skill 2 will buff more damage. So that's why you use it during the break turn when after the twin uses the skill 3. It's just to optimize things a bit more. Then we do a Core highlight here. Then we do skill 3. Then the final turn, you can do Futaba skill 3. And we do Side Nuke for the Pierce Rate. Then Revolution. So you do want to check your chords, your closest crit rate. Mine is 89. Mine actually overcapped by 2%. 89 because there's a 12% from the Revelation card. So I'm actually at 101. 1% cap, which is fine. Very small amount. But yeah, anyways, we skip to record. Just make sure that don't overcap too much. If you overcap too much, you can choose not to use the Revolution instant. You can use like a Rokaja instant. And then we do another highlight here for some good damage. And we skill 3, final attack. And it should be around 65, I think. 65 million. 65, yeah. Okay, do 3 wins up. I will show you some rotations for Nidhoggr. This is the rotation with Leon. So Leon is thankfully slightly worse than the twins. So this one got me 62.1. The twins one got me 65.4. So 4 million difference, thankfully. Initially I didn't know how to use the twins because I didn't understand how the skill 3, like what the skill 3 buffs, I guess. Now I know putting them on the first one is very good. Because again, like I said, the skill 3 skill amplification can buff all the skills here. Also the highlight I forgot to mention, highlight also gives the buff, which is absolutely insane. And then we have Sawamoko rotation. Sawamoko not good. Healers in general not good in DoD because the buffing capabilities cannot compare to those that are actually buffers. I'll put again the rotation for this video.